arise in our mind is what is the difference between CBSE and Cambridge mathematics? So, CBSE mainly focuses on procedure, formulae and emphasize on just getting the answer. Whereas Cambridge encourages learners multi-step thinking, problem solving and mainly focuses on what they think and do.
Cambridge mathematics as English is divided into these four strands. The main focus of mathematics in Cambridge is to think and work mathematically. So, when we think and work mathematically, the maths is divided into basically these four strands except algebra. Algebra is in lower secondary only. Primary has number strand, statistics and probability, geometry and measures. Primary will cover only these three strands. In lower secondary, we will introduce algebra.
So, the Cambridge Think and Work Mathematically Characteristics framework is designed to develop learners' mathematical thinking skills. It focuses on how the learner approach, develop and apply mathematics rather than learning procedures.
This is the thinking and working mathematically star, which you can find in all the books of primary and lower secondary. This star focuses on specializing, generalizing, characterizing, classifying, conjecturing, convincing, and critiquing and improving. With the help of an example, we are going to show you how we are going to develop these characteristics. Let's take a topic of 2D and 3D shape, which is very common and well known. What is 2D shape? Any object which has two dimensions is a 2D shape, right? It has length and breadth. So it's a two-dimension shape. Any object which has three dimensions, length, breadth and height is a three-dimension shape. So when we teach two-dimension and three-dimension, how we are going to develop those characteristics? Let me explain that to you. So with the help of Bhavya, I am going to show you. Bhavya, how this shape looks like?
Rectangle.
It looks like a rectangle. Okay, when the child knows that a shape looks like a rectangle, the child is specializing. Can you show me any other object here that looks like a rectangle? Okay, now the child is able to generalize. The child can look around herself or himself and tell if this object looks like a rectangle or not. That means the child is now generalizing. Now this looks like a rectangle. Hold this for me. And this looks like a
Square.
okay, rectangle has four sides and square also has four sides. But why this is square and that is rectangle?
And because the square has all sides are equal and rectangle opposite sides are equal.
What is happening here? Conjecturing. A question has been formed that both the shapes have four sides, but why one is rectangle and why the other is square? There the convincing is happening because the rectangle opposite sides are equal and in square all sides are equal. So this way we are attaining these characteristics through these processes. Now next, Jyoti ma'am will explain.
Thank you, Bhavya. Now I would like to call Manushree. So, the next one is characterizing. Characterizing means identifying and describing the mathematical properties of an object. So here are a few objects objects according to their property. Next is classifying. So now Manushree will classify these objects according to their properties. By looking at the properties of an object, she has classified 2D and 3D shapes. So next is critiquing. So comparing and evaluating. Now with this characteristic, Manushree will evaluate her work. Let you check whatever the work you have done is correct or not. Why it is wrong? Once check it again, look at the shape carefully. Is it a cuboid or something else? So how do you find that this is a cube? With the help of the property, she found that this is the cube, not square. So the last one, improving, means refining mathematical ideas, representation to develop more effective approach. After the critiquing part, after the evaluation, she found that she has done a mistake and she reflects her work with the help of the properties. Thank you, Manushree.
So like every subject in Cambridge Mathematics also have learning objectives. What was the objective of teaching this topic? To identify, describe, classify and name 2D and 3D shape. This objective will be in the very beginning of the chapter. At the end of the chapter, the child itself will put a tag that whether he or she is able to identify, describe, classify and name the 3D or 2D shapes or not. There will be key terms that the child will be learning, which is available in orange box of every unit. Like if the child is in primary, like grade 1 or 2, they will be learning the word, and if it is higher grades, they will be learning the faces, edges and vertices.
Now I would like to call Manushree. This is the Euler's rule where the child will verify that the number of faces, vertices and edges are correct or not. Now Jyoti ma'am will give one object to Manushree to verify this. So these are the key terms which they have studied in stage 4. So these are the key terms which are new for them in the lower secondary. So the first key term is phases. So Manushree, what do you see when you meet a person?
Their face.
Yes, their face. Because when you will meet them again, so you can recognize them by their face. So each and every object, it has their faces. So next, when the faces meet, the edges form, and when the two edges meet, the vertex form. So similarly, now she will verify this rule with the help of the object
cuboid, cube, sphere and cylinder. These are some different kinds of objects which children they rarely come across, so they don't know how many faces are there. Like, can anyone guess what is this? Can anyone? What shape is this? Is this 3D or 2D? 3D. So what kind of shape is this? Is it a cube? Cuboid? Huh? Triangle is a 2D shape. What is this? This is not a triangle. Can anyone? No, it's not a cone. It looks like a, no, it's not a pyramid. Pyramid and prism is a prism and it is a triangular based prism. Cuboid is also a prism. Cube is also a prism. They have different definitions. Cuboid is a rectangular based prism. Cube is a square based prism. And this is a, that is what students get confused. They think looks like a triangle, so either it's a triangle or a cone. No. That's where the child needs the help of the formula because they haven't seen these objects. When it comes in paper, they don't know how many sides it has, how to count it. So when they classes can do, this formula helps them to verify if they are doing it right or wrong.
In this shape, there are 8 faces and 12 vertices and 18 edges. Then hexagon.
No, it's not a hexagon. What is this?
Hexagon prism.
Yes, it's an hexagonal prism.
I found all the fixes correctly, so we got the correct answer.
Thank you, Manushree. So with the help of Euler's rule, actually at the time of exam, the students will not have the objects with them. They will have only the name of the shape or else the picture of the shape. So when they have to write faces, vertices and edges in the exam, so they can write and they can cross-check their answer by using this rule.
Cambridge Mathematics Progression Test Threshold from Primary Mathematics. For primary and lower secondary both, the paper is divided into 2 parts and it's a written test, 40 marks and 40 marks. And third part is unit test. So total 100 marks paper. For 100 marks paper, the child will be assessed in half yearly and annual. For grade 1 and 2, we have 5 unit tests as mentioned in English. It will be of 20 marks each and the total of 100 will be given as an annual result. And the performance band starts with 10 for primary. Then, which is basic. Then from 11 to 14, it's aspiring. 16 to 30, it's good. 31 to 50, it's high. And 51 to 70 and above, it's outstanding.
So as Dan has explained about the progression test threshold, where the paper 1, paper 2 and unit test is there. Paper 1 and paper 2 both are written paper of 40 marks and unit test is of 20 marks. So total 100 marks paper is in the lower secondary. And these are the performance band which we give according to their percentage, the marks which they get in the exam.
performance band for lower secondary is a little different from performance band from primary.
Yeah, it starts from 5% as basic. Thank you.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you, teachers. Now next, I would like to introduce our counselor, ma'am, Aradhana Paul Khatuna. She is a psychologist, counselor, corporate trainer, an RCI registered rehabilitation psychologist, masters in psychology, a PGD in guidance and counseling, as well as a certified special educator neuropsychologist from UK, and an MBA in corporate training. Aradhana brings with her a fresh perspective on therapy, counseling and training. She is passionate about her work and aims at bridging the gap between theories and practices for psychological services in the industry. Over the last 21 years, Aradhana ma'am has facilitated emotional growth and changes in over 10,500 clients. She currently manages the Department of Psychology at Vasundhara Hospital Limited, Jodhpur. Her approach is client-centric so as to work productively and effectively. A warm welcome to you, ma'am. So, dear parents, we are pleased to inform you that Aradhana ma'am has given her consent to work with our school as a counselor for both parents and students. She will be available every Saturday from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. Kindly note that consultations will be conducted only with the prior appointments. A warm welcome to you, ma'am. Let's give her a huge round of applause. Thank you so much, parents and teachers, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me over.
That was a very long description of what I have been able to achieve. I think I've been able to achieve very little so far in life. Still working hard, still learning. And as a learner, I can tell you this, that no matter how much we try, no matter how much we work hard, there's always a little more that we can do. And as parents, that is one of the biggest assets that we have, that we often overlook, that we don't pay attention to. My presentation is really short. It's got some very, very basic 3-pointers on every topic. I generally don't use PPTs because I feel it gets boring to look at something. Yeah, I mean we've done it in school, right? It's okay for the kids. Okay, no problem. But we're going to look at what we have planned for this year. I've called it diving in without fears. The reason being, there is no short method of parenting. There's no way in which one person can say, this is the best way you can bring up your child. Because to be able to say that, an extensive research needs to be done. For an extensive research, we need at least 80 candidates to be brought up by the same parents. That's not possible in a lifetime. Right? So, unless of course you're teachers, then it is possible. Okay. I'll take that. Not an issue. Thank you. So, 3 things that I want to talk to you about, the 3 concepts that we're going to talk about today, is needs versus wants, emotional regulation, and discipline without fear. Why are these 3 things important to us? Let me explain it to you one at a time. When we talk about needs versus wants, have you ever had a situation where your child demands something which you think would be nice for them to have, but not really required? When you want your child to wait, to have the patience, think about your own childhood. I understand that with the advancements that have happened in the country in the last so many years, the earning capacity has gone up. Therefore, the spending capacity has also gone up. Things that we had to wait for as children may not be something that the children have to do today. The child says, I want this particular toy, you're like, go buy it. Could you do that in your own childhood? Were you told, wait, we'll get it next month? We've been through that? We said it was because the parents could not afford it. Not entirely. Ask your parents. They would do anything to give you whatever you want. Wouldn't you want to do everything you can for your child? Every parent is like that. So why was this reason to wait? Why was this need to wait? Because you need to understand that the first impulsive reaction is a need. I need this. Why do you need it? Can you justify the request? If the child comes up to you and says, I want a gadget that is very swanky, very high-tech, but age inappropriate, would you still get it for your child? But you can afford it. So there is something that holds you back, something that tells you, this is not right, let's not do it, not right now. Sometimes we tell our children, 5th standard ke baad, 10th clear kar lo phir. Once you are in college, I promise I will give this to you. We make these promises even now. Next birthday, promise, let's grow up slightly. That little wait is important because we know the difference between opportunity and stubbornness. When a child shows stubbornness, we know we are dealing with something that we need to work on. If a child sees an opportunity, okay, I find that my mom has enough money in her account right now. How do I know that? I saw it in her purse. Okay, now that purse has money, I saw it. Now I want this. Mama can't say I don't have money. Right? That's an opportunity. Say, okay, yeah, I do have the money, but I need you to wait. Let's talk about it. Tell me, why do you want it? Explain to me. Tell me if I get you this gadget or whatever it is that you're asking for. How are you going to utilize your day using that gadget? How are you going to make sure that you're not wasting your time on it? How are you going to improve yourself as a person if you have this gadget or this particular item that you're asking for? Negotiate with your children. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay. The next point that I want to bring about is when you're talking to a child and you're negotiating, what exactly are you negotiating with the child? Are you trying the child? Are you trying for the child to be able to argue with you? Because as a parent, I can understand when you see the child argues, that's something you don't want to encourage. You want to encourage a dialogue, to be able to talk, not to be able to just demand. ये चाहिए नहीं. Reason दो, समझाओ, बताओ इसको कैसे और बेहतर कर सकते, फिर उसके बारे में बात. If the child can hold on to that thought for say a week's time, then we ready to at least talk about it. Do we say a direct no to a child? Is there any parent here who says no? Okay, but that's something we need to learn as well. Do you know saying no to your child is actually important? How many of you can say no easily? आप बच्चे को नो कितने आसानी से बोल पाते? नहीं बोल पाते, बोल पाते. और इसी रीजन से हिटलर भी करार दिए जाते हैं, है ना? और आपने जैसे नो बोला, आपके पार्टनर के पास बच्चा है, उसने तो नो बोल दिया, तुम हाँ बोलो. होता है ना? Kids are very smart, they are very sharp, उनको अंडरएस्टिमेट मत करें. वो बहुत चालाक है, गलत तरीके से नहीं, उनका दिमाग तेज है, and that's a good thing. उनको सिखाइए इस चालाकी को किस तरह इस्तेमाल करना है. To question the right elements, to question the right system. अगर आप उनको बोले कि for a simple thing like आपने बोल दिया ऐसा ही चलेगा, अगर बच्चा बोले ठीक है, तो I'm sorry, बच्चे में थोड़ा सा स्लोनेस है लर्निंग में. अगर बच्चा आपसे क्यों पूछता है, और ये काफी पेरेंट्स होंगे जो क्यों वाले बच्चों को समझते हैं अभी अच्छी तरह. क्यों वाले बच्चे इज एक्चुअली अ साइन ऑफ इंटेलिजेंस. इरिटेट मत होइए, आई नो इट्स नहीं होता है क्यों, ये नहीं करना क्यों, वो वाला स्टेज। इट्स अ गुड स्टेज। इट मीन्स बच्चे में जिज्ञासा है, सीखने की, पूछने की, क्यूरियोसिटी है। ये क्यूरियोसिटी हमने हार्नेस करनी है, इस्तेमाल करनी है उन्हीं के भले के। When we move on, okay, I'm going to go back to the previous slide. Recognizing a time and place. कहीं भी खड़े होके डिमांड करना कि नहीं मुझे ये अभी के अभी लाके तो यहाँ पे, that is a tantrum. ये आपको रोकना है। इसके तरीके हैं और वो थेरेपी में, काउंसलिंग में सब आपको शेयर किए जाएंगे। So please feel free if you have this problem, please reach out to me. The art of saying no is everything to do with a particular question to be asked. Always ask a question जिसका आंसर आपके कंट्रोल में है। सिंपल है। तुम्हें ये करना है कि ये करना है? तुम्हें खेलने जाना है कि पहले होमवर्क करना है? What do you think the answer is going to be? Okay, मैं पहले खेलूंगा, ठीक है, आधा घंटा खेल कर आओ, उसके बाद होमवर्क करना पड़ेगा। पर जब वो आधे घंटे के बाद आएगा वापस, तो फिर बहाने नहीं चल सकते। Why? Because the child chose. तुमने चूज करा कि तुम आगे पढ़ाई करोगे, तुमने चूज करा कि आगे होमवर्क करोगे, तुमने चूज करा तो पहले खेलोगे, तो बाकी काम बाद में करना पड़ेगा। Negotiate, set a deal with your child, let them grow up, क्योंकि ये negotiation आगे भी चल के होगी। जब टीचर भी होमवर्क देती है तो टीचर्स also give them a choice. Do you want to do this today? Do you want to do that today? Why do they ask this question? Because they need to know what is the child deciding. Are they able to take decisions? Trust me, जो भी decision लेना चाह रहा है child, control child के हाथ में ही है। But दोनों ही decisions teacher के हाथ में। There is a way to do this. इसका भी टेक्निक हम थेरेपी में बताते हैं। इमोशनल रेगुलेशन का जहाँ तक सवाल है, अभी जो बच्चे जिस स्टेज में हैं आपके, वो इमोशनल रेगुलेशन को सीख रहे हैं। दे आर लर्निंग। किसी भी कमरे में आके कुछ भी बोल देना सही नहीं है, ये आप और मैं जानते हैं। डू ऑल चिल्ड्रन नो दिस? नो, दे आर लर्निंग। सम चिल्ड्रन आर वेरी क्विक टू पिक दिस अप। आज दादी का मूड खराब है, उधम नहीं बचाना होता है। आज डैडी गुस्से में आए हैं, आज मम्मा का मूड बहुत अच्छा है, आज कुछ भी मिल जाए, आज तो मांगते रहे। So reading the room is very very important. Similarly, जब बच्चा आपका स्कूल से घर आ रहा है, शायद उसका दिन अच्छा गया हो या ना अच्छा गया हो, या वो ज़्यादा थक गया है, या उसके किसी फ्रेंड से झगड़ा हो गया, you also need to read the room. समझ के आपके बच्चे का मूड कैसा है, उसे किस तरह बात करने की जरूरत है। So it's not always कि बच्चा सीख रहा है, हम पेरेंट्स भी सीख रहे हैं, और हमें ये सीखना जरूरी है। रिएक्शन वर्सेस रिस्पॉन्स। कभी क्लास टूटा है घर में? अच्छा टूटा होगा कभी ना कभी, क्लास का कुछ टूटा है बच्चे से, क्या रिएक्शन होता है मैम? क्या करा? तोड़ दिया, ये भी तोड़ दिया, सब। आपको अपनी लाइफ को हैंडल करना या बच्चों की लाइफ को हैंडल करना, एकेडमिक्स को हैंडल करना, हर चीज के लिए पेशेंस की जरूरत पड़ेगी। एंड पेशेंस इज नॉट एन इजी थिंग टू ग्रो, इट टेक्स टाइम, दैट्स व्हाई इट्स कॉल्ड पेशेंस। सो वी विल हैव अ फ्यू वर्कशॉप्स फॉर द पेरेंट्स थ्रू द ईयर, जहां हम ये सारी चीजें आपको सिखाएंगे, आपके लिए लाइफ थोड़ी आसान हो जाए। When we want to discipline our child, बिना फेयर के डिसिप्लिन सिखाना बहुत जरूरी है। हर बार ये नहीं चलता और ये चलना ही नहीं चलता। कितने बच्चों को पढ़िए, आप में से कितनों को पढ़िए बचपन में? मेजॉरिटी हैंड इसी पे पढ़ी सबको है, मुझे भी पढ़ी, कभी रीजन से कभी बेरीजन से। But I am not saying it is the right thing to do, because it hurts the child physically less, emotionally more. वो आपको पूरी तरह ट्रस्ट करता है, आपसे ज्यादा ट्रस्टवर्दी उसकी दुनिया में कोई नहीं है। अगर आप उस पे हाथ उठाएंगे तो वो फूटेगा। And I'm sure ये आप अपने बच्चों के लिए नहीं चाहते. So talk to your child, negotiate. अगर वो negotiation के मूड में नहीं है, ऐसा भी होता है, नहीं मेरे को यही चाहिए, मैं जिद पे अड़ गया हूँ, अब क्या करोगे? दुनिया एक रूल पे चलती है. आप किसी भी प्रोफेशन को ले लीजिए, it balances on one and only one rule, which is called communication. Communication आपके हाथ में है. अगर बच्चा ज्यादा चिड़चिड़ कर रहा है, नहीं सुन रहा है, tell the child, choose your words, learn. आप मम्मा को देखो, पापा को देखो कैसे बिहेव कर रहे हैं. आपने आपको देखा है कभी ऐसे जिद करते हुए? And if your answer comes back as no, you won the game. If your answer comes back as yes, then we need to work on ourselves. Right? Ask your child, अगर मम्मा 2 मिनट यहाँ बैठे, आपके सामने बैठे, कहीं नहीं जा रही, यहीं बैठे, लेकिन 2 मिनट शांति रखें, कुछ नहीं बोले. We keep quiet for 2 minutes. We just think कि हमने क्या बोला, उसका क्या मतलब होता है, कैसे हमको फील हुआ होगा, अगले को कैसा फील हुआ होगा. Just think about it. हम बातचीत नहीं करते, सिर्फ सामने बैठे हैं. I'm not going away. I'm not abandoning you. But I'm going to listen to you once you have thought. You need to think. You also think, I also think. शायद मैंने कुछ गलती करी हो, शायद तुमने कुछ गलती करी, शायद हमने मिलके गलती करी हो, शायद हम दोनों की ही गलती था. बट ये कैसे पता चलेगा जब तक हम सोचेंगे नहीं इसके बारे में. सो लर्न की कम्युनिकेशन को कैसे इस्तेमाल करना है. When we prioritize tasks using to-do lists, बच्चों को ऑर्गेनाइज करना सिखाइए. आप में से कितने लोग to-do list यूज करते हैं? 1, 2, very few hands. Why? और आप में से कितने लोगों को लगता है कि दिन में टाइम कम पड़ता है? Then we need to work on our to-do lists. Prioritize करिए अपने टास्क को. Earning an incentive. हम लोग अपने जॉब्स के इंसेंटिव्स के लिए काम करते हैं. Which basically means if you want to get a little extra money, आपको थोड़ी सी और मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, initiatives लाने पड़ेंगे. We are teaching the child the same thing. Earn your incentive. आपको ये चीज चाहिए, उसके लिए मुझे ये काम करवाना जरूरी है. You want to sit with the television for 15 minutes today, you need to have a bath within 5 minutes. Rules are rules. I'm sorry, but rules are important. I know हमने कभी अपने ज़माने में कहा होगा स्कूल जैसे खत्म हो कि अब कोई रूल नहीं होगा लाइफ में. वो ज़माना गया, उसको भी बहुत साल हो गए. ठीक है? आपकी पेरेंट्स ने कहा होगा इसका 12th खत्म हो गया, चलो छुट्टी. नहीं होती. नहीं होती ना. ग्रेड में भी थी, पोस्ट ग्रेड में भी थी, काम करते समय भी है. They are still enrolled as grandparents. Are still. It's never छुट्टी. पेरेंट्स की कभी छुट्टी नहीं होती. इसका दूसरा मतलब मत लगा देना. Setting expectations. You have to make sure that you have your expectations in place. आप अगर बच्चे से कुछ expect कर रहे हो, तो वो clear करो. बच्चे को बताओ, मैं तुमसे ये expect कर रही हूँ. सिर्फ सोच के बच्चे को समझ आना चाहिए. आप 30s में हैं, 40s में हैं, आपका बच्चा नहीं है, उसमें वो मैच्योरिटी लेवल नहीं होगा. उसे सिखाना होगा. हमारा जॉब एज अ पेरेंट है सिखाना. टोकन इकोनॉमी बहुत बढ़िया चीज है. एकेडमिक्स में यूज होती है, स्पेशल एजुकेशन में यूज होती है, काउंसलिंग में यूज होती है. सिंपल थिंग आपने भी करी होगी, बचपन में यहाँ पे छोटे बच्चे स्टार्स लेकर आते हैं स्कूल से. आज स्टार मिला मुझे, तो याद करो बोर्ड के नीचे कितने स्टार्स हैं. होता तो कॉम्पिटिशन स्कूल में. यूज इट एट होम. एक चार्ट बनाओ. जिस पुट चार्ट पेपर बच्चे से ही करो, तुम चार्ट बनाओ, इसमें कॉलम्स बनाओ. जितनी बार तुमने एक बढ़िया काम करा या तुमने बहुत अच्छी चीज करी, इसमें एक स्माइली का स्टिकर लगा दो. 10 smiley stickers each, you get something. Now what is it that you get? That's up to you. आप सेट करिए एक्सपेक्टेशन, आप इंसेंटिव सेट करिए and make it work for you. And finally, keeping promises. अगर आपने बोला है कि 10 smileys के बाद ये मिलेगा तो मिलना चाहिए. You can't just go your promises in. Keep your promise. It's very, very important. Okay? And into the quote, the way we interact with our children shapes the way their brains develop. प्लीज रिमेंबर, आप जो भी इंटरेक्शन कर रहे हैं बच्चे के साथ, वो आपके बच्चे की ब्रेन को डेवलप करने में मदद कर रहा है, सिखा रहा है। मशीन लर्निंग का किसने नाम सुना है आपने? AIML या मशीन लर्निंग का नाम सुना है? Anybody who's from TED? Okay. Machine learning is basically how you design a machine that learns from its environment. How different is that for a child? The concept is taken from childhood. मशीन लर्निंग का कॉन्सेप्ट ही बचपन से लिया गया है। जिस एनवायरनमेंट में रहेंगे वहां से सीखेंगे। हम क्या कहते थे, संगत का असर हो रहा है, ये वर्ड यूज करें आपने, अपने लिए भी सुने होंगे, बच्चों के लिए भी बोलो। संगत का असर क्या होता है? आपकी एनवायरनमेंट आपकी थिंकिंग को शेप करती है। अगर हम उस बच्चे को सही एनवायरनमेंट घर में दें, सही एनवायरनमेंट स्कूल में दें, सोशली उसको सही एनवायरनमेंट दें, तो chances of errors are much less. मैं ये नहीं कह रही कि फुल प्रूफ बेटर है, लेकिन जितना ज्यादा परफेक्ट हो सकता है उतना ज्यादा परफेक्ट बेटर है। So it's up to you कि आप अपने बच्चे को किस तरह की एनवायरनमेंट देना चाहते हैं। As teachers, as a counselor, as a school, we are facilitators. हम सिर्फ सिचुएशन क्रिएट कर सकते हैं लर्निंग की, राइट? As parents, आप एक सपोर्ट स्ट्रक्चर हो बच्चे के लिए। मेन पर्सन कौन है लर्निंग में? इट इज द चाइल्ड। द मेन पर्सन इज द चाइल्ड। प्लीज रिमेंबर दैट। ऑल ऑफ अस आर जस्ट support structures. That's it from my side. My name is Aradhana Paul Karju, and like ma'am said, I will be available here every Saturday. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the inspirational words. Now coming up next is the science department. So I would like to call Ma'am Nikki and Mamta and Ma'am Swati to please take the session.
Good morning everyone. Today I am here to share that how our science curriculum offers a Today I am here to share that how our science curriculum offers a world-class experience for our child. In CBSE, for grade 1, for grade 1st, 2nd and 3rd, they have videos. But in our curriculum, science is introducing from the grade 1 itself as a core subject, so that at the beginning only our child can think like the little scientist. So moving to the first slide, that is about the Cambridge Science curriculum. The subject science is built on the three main pillars. That is the stand. So here we can see the three stands. First is the content stand, second is the skill stand, and third is the context stand. If I am talking about the content stand, this content stand is the theory part of the science. So this content stand is again divided into 4 branches. First is the biology, that is the study of life and the living organism. Means where the learners will learn about the life and the living organism. Second is the chemistry, that is the study of the matters and their properties. Third is the physics, that is the study of the interaction between the matter and the energy. Fourth is the new addition in our Cambridge curriculum, that is the earth and space. In earth and space, our child will explore about the earth, planet earth, solar system and the space. Second is the skill stand. As you can see, this black zigzag line is passing through the all stands. Means this stand is the backbone of all the stands. So this is the thinking and working scientifically, where the children learn various skills. We not teach them to only memorize the facts. Just we teach them to learn various skills. That is the and how to make prediction and how to evaluate the scientific information into the real life. Third is the context stand, that is the science in context. This stands brings the science into the real world. Means whatever the learners have learned in the class, we learn them that how they should apply that concept to the real world. Moving to the next slide, that is about the Cambridge Lower Secondary Science Learning Objective. So, as Sangeeta ma'am told that what is learning objective? Learning objective is the what the learners have learned or understand at the end of the unit. So, I have taken an example of full Cambridge Science Learning Objective code, that is the 7BS01. This code acts like the GPS by which we come to know that where the child is exactly in the journey of the scientific inquiry. If I want to decode this code, then this 7 is the 7 represents the stage 7, grade 6. PS is the B stands for biology and S stands for the structure and function. 01 is the first learning objective. So moving forward, if I go to this table, then here we can see that in biology we have 3 learning objectives. That is the PS, that is the structure and function. PP is the life process. PE is the ecosystem. In chemistry stand also we have 3 learning objectives. First is the materials and the structure. CM, that is the materials and the structure. CP, that is the properties of materials. CC, that is the changes to materials. So, now I want to call the Kavya. I want to call Kavya from grade 8. She will explain further about the learning objective.
In physics, we have 3 learning objectives. PF, which is forces and energy. PS, which is sound, which is light and sound. PE, which is electricity and magnetism. In Earth and space, we have 3 strands. ESP, which is planet Earth. ESC, which is cycles on Earth. ESS, which is Earth and space. Now, E, thinking and working scientifically. It also has 3 learning objectives. TWSM, which is models and representations. TWSP, which is scientific inquiry planning and purpose. TWSC, which is carrying out scientific inquiry.
Now I want to call the Mamta ma'am. She will explain about the primary curriculum.
Hello parents, let us try to understand that how do we make our students achieve their learning objective in our classroom. Let us take an example of very familiar, very simple topic, which is states of matter. So we all have learned this topic in our school, right? What is matter? Matter is anything that occupies space and has some weight, right? Anything that you see around yourself is nothing but a type of matter. Now, matter is broadly classified into 3 main categories. One is solid, then comes liquid, and the third one is gas. Now, I'll give you a glimpse of the basic characteristics of these 3 states of matter. We all know that solids have a fixed shape and volume, and they cannot flow. I cannot make this cube to flow. Whereas, if I talk about liquid, for example, I have a glass of water with me. So, this liquid, it has a fixed volume, but it lacks the property of fixed shape. Right now, this water is in this glass, so it has taken the shape of this glass. But if I pour this into another container, then it will take the shape of that, right? Then comes this balloon. What is inside this balloon? It's nothing but
air. Air is what? Air is mixture of gases. So this is the third state of matter, gas. Gas lacks both these properties. It lacks fixed shape and also fixed volume. Now let us try to understand that how do we develop this scientific approach, how our students are able to answer the questions based on these properties. So I would like to call my student Kavyansh. Kavyansh, will you please come here? So Kavyansh will tell us that what is, how these different states of matter show these properties. So Kavyansh, can you answer that why solids have fixed shape and volume, whereas gases does not have these properties?
Solid have fixed shape and volume because particles are very closely packed to each other. In liquid, the particles are not closely packed to each other. In gas, the particles are far away from each other. That's why the solid have fixed shape and volume.
Thank you, Kavyansh. One more question I have for you is, can I compress this solid? Parents, do you think that can I compress this? No, I cannot compress this. I cannot press this, right? But whereas if I talk, it is compressible. I can press it to some extent, right? Now, Kavyansh will answer that why gases are whereas solids are not.
Gas are compressible because particles are very far away from each other. So we can compress them in any container like LPG cylinder. We can compress liquid into any container.
Oh, thank you, Kavyansh. Moving to the next slide, which explains the science, the main reason behind these properties of different states. So, the science behind this is particle theory. Now, what is this particle theory? Particle theory helps us to understand that what is happening, how the particles are arranged in these different states of matter, right? So, in particle theory, we basically learn about the arrangement at a very micro level, tiniest particles, how they are arranged in these different states of matter. For example, so this glass, this represents the arrangement of particles in solid state. As you can see that in this glass, all the particles, they are compactly arranged. There is very less space between them, right? So that is the reason we cannot compress it, right? Whereas if I talk about liquid state, so this represents the arrangement of particles in liquid. So you can see that the particles, though they are closely packed, but still there is some space between them, right? So that is the reason the particles can slide past each other, and we can observe that all the liquids, they have this property to flow. Liquids flow, right? Last, gaseous state. If I talk about the arrangement of particles in gaseous state, we can see that there is a lot of between the particles, right? And that is the reason they are compressible. Now, let us apply these concepts to answer a few questions, right? Which we observe in our daily life. So I would like to call Ridan to answer a few questions based on these concepts. Okay, so now Ridan will answer a few questions, right? So Ridan, I have a glass which is filled with water, right? Now, if I want to dissolve a teaspoon of sugar into this water, what will happen? Eventually, the sugar dissolves in the water, right? But it does not increase the volume of water in the glass. So Ridan will explain us the reason behind that.
Liquid is made up of particles between gap that when we dissolve a spoonful sugar in liquid, the big particles of liquid get broke down into small particles and slide into the vacant space of liquid and occupy the existing gap, and eventually the liquid does not overflow.
So the next question for you is that we have few incense sticks burning there. So if I place it, so we all burn incense sticks at our home, right? So the incense sticks, they are kept at a place, but after some time we can feel the fragrance, we can smell the fragrance, the aroma of it at the other corner of the room. Here also, after a while, you people can also smell the fragrance. So now Ridan will answer that how the incense sticks, it is kept at a place, but we can smell it at the other corner of the room also. So he'll explain the reason for this.
Gases move through higher concentration to lower concentration. They move through air until they reach our nose. This process is called as diffusion.
Thank you, Ridan. So parents, I hope you understand, I hope you understood that how do we implement, how do we make our students capable to implement the concepts that has been explained to them in the class. They can implement it to answer the experience that they observe in their daily life. Now I would like to call Nikki ma'am to proceed further.
As Mamta ma'am mentioned here, that in primary classes, the learners will learn the concept of the matter, their properties and the particle theory. As they move into the lower secondary, they will learn that we can also change the state of matter. Means we can also change the physical form of matter, means solid to liquid and liquid to gas. Like we have the glass of water, which represents the liquid form of water. We can change this liquid form of water into the ice. This is the chemical ice, because we the water ice made, so that we kept here to just to represent. So this liquid water can change into the solid ice, and this liquid water can also change into the steam, which is a gaseous form. So here in this diagram also we can see that this glass of water is changing into ice and this glass of water is changing into the steam. So what is the science behind this? I again want to call the Ridan. He will explain this diagram and he will say that what is the science behind this concept.
Here you can see water is, changes into ice, which is a solid form, because the thermal energy is given out in the surrounding. That is why the liquid water is changing into ice, which is the solid form. And again this ice is changing into the liquid water, because the thermal energy is given to this ice, and this ice is converted into the liquid water. And here the water changes into steam, because the thermal energy is given to the water. That is why steam is made, and this steam changes into liquid water, because the thermal energy is taken out from the steam. Thank you.
Thank you, Ridan. Moving to the next slide, when our learners step into the grade 7, then they come to know that the particles we were talking about was nothing but the atom. Means atom is the smallest unit of matter. After the various discovery, scientists found that this atom is again divided into 3 subatomic particles, that is the electron with negative charge, proton which have the positive charge, and neutron which have the no charge. Now I want to call the Kavya. She will explain briefly about the structure of atom.
Imagine if this is a structure of an atom. This is the nucleus of an atom, in which proton and neutron are present. These are the electrons of an atom, which are revolving around the nucleus. It is like the planets revolving around the sun. Thank you.
Thank you, Kavya. Now I am to call the Mamta ma'am. She will explain furthermore about the assessment of the primary and the lower secondary.
Now, moving to the assessment part. So, assessment for primary Cambridge science and lower secondary science, it is very much similar to what you were explained for mathematics. So, I'll give you a brief about it. So, talking about the primary part, we have written paper, written test, paper 1 and paper 2 of 40 marks each, and we have a unit test also of 20 marks. So, which makes altogether 100 marks. We have this for both term 1 and term 2. Talking about the performance band, it goes from basic to outstanding based upon the percentage that the child has scored. Moving for the lower secondary, the written test is very much similar as for the primary part, only the difference is in the performance band, where the percentage, it varies, it changes. So, for basic, the minimum percentage is 50 and it goes from basic to aspiring to good, high and then outstanding, which is up to 70% and more than this. With this, we come to the end of the presentation for Cambridge Science. Thank you so much and have a fruitful session. Thank you.
Thank you, teachers. So, dear parents, here we end up our session. Now I request our respected principal ma'am to please address the gathering.
So dear parents, as you saw, the subjects that are being explained by the class teachers and the subject teachers both, what happens is we also also have a lot of explanation now, but as the time constraints, we are not extending that. We have Hindi and CCA team also to speak, which also they are prepared so well. As in, if I give you a gist how it works, we have classical music, we have vocals, Indian classical ragas, then the rhythm. Rhythm is also called nothing but the musical part of it, but apart from that, we focus more on the rhythmic part. Apart from that, we have fine arts. What is fine arts? Paintings and all different kinds of arts where the child is going to learn that. Apart from that, we also focus more on art and craft. That's the origami part, which is also included in the art department. It's also called as art and design, right? And not only this, we also focus on Gita, Bal Sanskar, which is an important integral part. We're going to start very soon the GBS, Gita Bal Sanskar classes happening here every morning for half an hour. 30 minutes, children are going to recite all the shlokas of Gita, which is an important part, which I feel has to be there in every school. Are you there with us for this, parents? Yes. Which is also going to be a part of the school curriculum. Though there are no exams, but yes, they recite, they understand the shlokas, etc. And Hindi being the integral part, don't forget, Hindi is also an important integral bhasha vikas which has to happen throughout. We want children to speak something which is very pure, which is very natural and pronounced properly. So that's the reason we also have the Hindi department to speak, but now the time doesn't help us to, that's the reason we are not extending this. Otherwise this program was a 3-hour program. Started at 8:30, gets over somewhere at 11:30, 12. But thank you so much. Yes.
Global perspective and
Yes, global perspective, I'll just explain you in detail how it works. GP is for grade 5, 6, 7 and 8 only. For grade 1 to 4, we haven't introduced global perspective as of now because this is the first year of Cambridge giving global perspective. But what happens is it's a research-based subject. So a lot of research is being conducted. There are lots of blocks wherein the child goes, understands there are field trips, they go on excursions, they understand how the whole topic and the experiment works with, and along with it we also have something which is also called as project-based learning. So this subject, especially GP, the short form is GP, is based on project-based learning. It's all about sustainability, it's all about how do you control pollution, plastic use, or various areas like the war, the peace, how about becoming an environmentalist, all that. So it's all about that. We will give you a detailed, complete online workshop for GP. It's a detailed online workshop on a Sunday. We are going to plan very soon so that you can, wherever you are, you can just connect with us for grade 5, 6, 7 and 8, 4 grades, GP. And also in Cambridge, GP has a very important role. GP is the scoring subject. You can score more if you conduct, GP in school and you want the child to clear the checkpoint exam. Also remember, there are 2 kinds of checkpoint exams in grade 5 coming this year and in grade 8. Checkpoint exam is as good as the CBSE board exam, correct? But it's very easy to crack. It's not that difficult to crack. Why? Because all the subjects that you have heard right now, the English, right, you heard mathematics, you heard science. So these are the 3 main checkpoint exams that happen through Cambridge. The papers come from UK, go back to UK for checking. Teachers are not supposed to check. They are not supposed to even see the paper at all. There is, if you go towards the right hand side of the first floor balcony, there is a room called a strong room. The papers come there first. Okay, we have Rakesh sir, who is the exam officer of Cambridge. He takes in the courier. It is being kept inside. It's been locked. Nobody is allowed to go inside. The CCTV camera also is there so that people from UP can vigil that it's all very processed and very important and integral. So remember, if you wish, it's an optional exam. Again, I repeat once more, it's not a compulsion, it's an optional exam for grade 5 and grade 8 this year. Because 8 is the last grade year. Next year we'll be having grade 9 and then grade 10, 11 and 12. So within 4 years, we are going to grow by grade 12. So a compulsory examination, which is called the checkpoint, is being conducted a compulsory in grade 10 and grade 12. Remember this, parents, in grade 10 and in grade 12. You are supposed to give a compulsory exam, which is also called as a checkpoint exam. So please be prepared, but do not worry because everything is done in the school. One sweet and small request, please kindly do not indulge your child in coaching institutes. No tuition class, no coaching institute. We as a school take the responsibility even for the smallest of the topic. If the child is not able to understand, revise or needs more practice or needs more understanding, please call the teacher. Okay? Talk to the teacher beforehand. Please do not just do something like, alright, the exams are coming and then we'll call them 5 days before the exam and tell the teacher, my child has not understood this. No, please be in touch throughout. Whenever you feel that there is something that the child did not understand, text message us. Okay, you are there on the WhatsApp group. Are you there on the WhatsApp group? Everybody? At least one amongst the two, right? Either mother or the father can be on WhatsApp group. If you can't understand anything, please text in that group. It's an open 6 शाम के समय आपके साथ बात कर सकते हैं. But do not disturb them beyond 6 p.m. This is one. Also, Sundays, please refrain yourself from messaging or talking to the teacher. Please keep it a Monday to a Saturday point of view. Very important. We have to abide by the rules. But remember one thing. You all are new parents joining for the first time in Cambridge. So you need hand holding. आपको hand holding चाहिए? As a parent, we are there to help. I am there to help. The teachers are there to help. Alright? Don't worry. Your children will learn. English is important. Pronunciation will fall in its own place later. Grammar will also fall in its own place later. Don't be stressed. Don't be overstressed. ये नहीं आता, कैसे करेंगे, क्या? Time दीजिए, patience दीजिए. Teacher पढ़ाएगी, आराम से होगा. We will give them practice. Lot of exposure on the stage. Lots of events to practice. Everywhere the child will excel. But at least 2 साल आपको CBSE से कैम्ब्रिज में आए हैं तो बच्चे को देना पड़ेगा. Are you ready to give that 2-year thing to understand? जो भी होगा धीरे धीरे होना चाहिए. You shouldn't be in a hurry. First of all, if you all are stressed, the child is stressed. It percolates. Am I right? It percolates. Automatically the vibrations are going to flow into the child. My mummy is not understanding Cambridge, so do I. Okay, that's not the point. हमने पिछले 2 साल में कैम्ब्रिज को जब चलाया, even मैं as a principal, I would like to tell you, even I as a principal had to undergo training. Lot of examination, even I had to pass it. So think about the teachers. They have also undergone training. कुछ teachers की training अभी चल रही है और कुछ की हो चुकी है 2 साल पहले. Right? And then the process is they will learn, they will deliver. Learn, deliver. Learn, implement. Which is going to help us together. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't feel weak at all. We are there to support. But on one condition. The condition is no coaching institutes, no tuition classes. You take that condition? No means no. You can't indulge your child in any tuition class, any coaching institute at all. अगर आपको homework नहीं समझ आता, please हमें call कीजिए. अगर आपको किसी में भी कुछ भी नहीं समझ आता, आप टीचर से बात कीजिए. Please stay in touch. My point is just simple and sweet. Stay in touch. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए एग्जाम्स आ रहे हैं और पहले आप बात कर रहे हैं, 10 दिन पहले बात कर रहे हैं, नॉट पॉसिबल. प्लस वन मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग, वी आर नॉट सेंडिंग बुक्स होम. We are not. Only if there is a homework, the book will come in the bag. अगर होमवर्क है तो बुक बैग में आएगा, वरना बुक यहीं पे कैबिनेट, क्लासरूम के अंदर कैबिनेट्स हैं, उनके लॉकर्स हैं, वहीं रहेंगे और यहीं से यूज होंगे. राइट? क्लासवर्क्स, मोस्ट ऑफ होमवर्क बहुत कम है स्कूल में. डोंट एक्सपेक्ट एवरी डे देयर शुड बी अ होमवर्क. No, not at all. If required, only then we will provide the child with a homework assignment. Right? Plus, do not forget one important integral. Last part is you need to read to a child. शाम को आधा घंटा निकालिए और जो भी बुक आपके बैग में है उस बुक को निकाल के बच्चे के साथ रीडिंग कीजिए. That's it. Nothing else to be done. आपकी तरफ से अगर कोई हेल्प चाहिए तो रीडिंग. ना समझ आए तो भी पढ़िए, है ना? अगर कुछ नहीं समझ आए तो भी रीड कीजिए. कुछ नहीं करना. एक दिन मम्मी रीड करेंगे, दूसरे दिन पापा बैठेंगे रीड करने, थर्ड डे अगेन मम्मी बैठेंगे, फोर्थ डे अगेन पापा बैठेंगे. आधा घंटा एक पेज पढ़ना है, कुछ नहीं करना है. This is what Cambridge is saying. But मम्मी एंड पापा दोनों का सहयोग होना चाहिए. सिर्फ मम्मी करवाए, नॉट पॉसिबल. सिर्फ पापा करवाए, नॉट पॉसिबल. दोनों को टाइम देना पड़ेगा. आधा घंटा, नॉट टू मच. They are not expecting even whole day. Allow your child to play more. Allow your child to be away from gadgets. Absolute focus चाहिए. कैम्ब्रिज में एक चीज बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, आपको फोकस, कंसंट्रेशन, इसकी आवश्यकता रहेगी पूरे लाइफ. आज अगर बच्चा 5th क्लास में, 4th क्लास में अगर हमारे पास आ रहा है और आगे की लाइफ हमसे डिमांड कर रही है कि हमें कुछ बनना है, हमें कुछ पाँव पे खड़ा होना है, ओनली वन थिंग विल हेल्प, नो गैजेट्स. अब नो गैजेट्स का मतलब बच्चों के पास गैजेट नहीं है, हम और आपके पास गैजेट्स हैं. राइट? बच्चों के पास कहाँ से आए? सो आपको अपना यूसेज कम करना पड़ेगा. प्लीज यूज योर गैजेट्स लेस. See to it when your child is there at home, do not use. When your child is away from home, coming to school and you need gadgets, use only at that time. इतना तो हमें थोड़ा त्याग करना ही पड़ेगा. I have no option for this. Understand parents? Yes, Shivalina? बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. मम्मी पापा आपको थोड़ा सा इतना ही करना है. आधा घंटा पढ़ना है बच्चे के साथ, बुक निकाल के. दूसरी बात, मोबाइल्स को बच्चों के सामने यूज भी नहीं करना है, मैसेज भी नहीं करना है, आपको हाथ भी नहीं लगाना और फोन को उठाना भी नहीं है. अगर आप ये कर सकते हैं, आई गारंटी द चाइल्ड विल एक्सेल. अगर इफ यू डू दैट वेरी जेन्युइनली एंड मन से कर सकते हैं. It's impossible, I know, in today's world it is impossible, but you have to refrain yourself. That's what we as teachers want. Less use of gadgets. हम बोल के तो नहीं कर सकते, but हम एक एग्जाम्पल बन के तो कर ही सकते हैं. Are you ready to become a Cambridge parent? Are you ready? Are you sure ready? Yes. Don't worry, we are a school as a family. We all will work together for the development of the child. बच्चा है तो हम हैं. अगर लाइफ में कुछ चाहिए, just growth and progress, focus on your life first. Please be together. Please show and set up an example as a parent. Please be a role models to children. हमें कोई बड़े रोल मॉडल्स की जरूरत नहीं है except for आप ही आपके घर के रोल मॉडल हैं. हम, मैं और आप, हम दोनों अगर ये देखें तो हम अपने ही पेरेंट्स को देख के बड़े हुए कि नहीं मैम? यस मैम, यस सर, यस. सो दिस इज एन एरा जहाँ पे हमें कुछ अलग कर दिखाना पड़ेगा. सो प्लीज सी टू इट दैट यू रिफ्रेन योरसेल्फ फ्रॉम गैजेट्स. एक टाइम टेबल बनाना पड़ेगा घर में. मैंने टीचर्स को भी बोल दिया है, आते ही you have to set up the timetable in the classroom and at home. What is the timetable? Very simple. कितने बजे उठना है, इतने बजे सोना है, सबसे पहले उठना और सोना. And then you have to sleep means you have to sleep. No ifs and no buts. Discipline is this. Plus, अगर इतने बजे उठने से लेकर सोने के दरमियान आपको क्या क्या छोटी छोटी चीजें करनी है वो भी लिख के रखना है. You have to write that. Paste it somewhere on the refrigerator. There is a magnet. Paste it. Please attach that. If possible, see to it. Then you follow the timetable. Very, very genuinely. संडे का भी एक टाइम टेबल होता है. आप माने ना माने, मैंने तो ऐसे ही देखा है. मेरे बचपन में संडे का भी एक टाइम टेबल था और उसमें सफाई भी हमें ही करनी पड़ती थी. राइट? झाड़ू से लेके सब कुछ हमें ही करवाते थे. So I'm not telling more on this. It's your choice how you want them to be raised at home. But Sunday also has a timetable. टीचर्स को ये इंस्ट्रक्शन मैंने दे दिए हैं. पहले 2 दिन स्कूल के 7 तारीख 8 तारीख. ग्राउंड रूल्स, ओके, क्लासरूम रूल्स, setting the timetable, understanding and bonding between the child. बॉन्डिंग बनाना है, फ्रेंडशिप. यू अंडरस्टैंड? पढ़ाई पहले नहीं होगी 2 दिन. आई एम टेलिंग यू. बट छुट्टी नहीं होनी चाहिए. There should be no holiday because 2 days are the important days for the child's development. पूरा साल अच्छा जाएगा अगर 7 तारीख जब स्कूल खुल रही है एंड 8 तारीख 2 दिन हम ग्राउंड रूल्स को डिस्क्राइब करें. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड. राइट? ये स्कूल कुछ अलग तरीके से चलेगा. Not like regular schools outside. Discipline at the must. Timetabling at the must. Books. आप बैग में कैसे जमा रहे हो, सब कुछ सिखाया जाएगा. एक साइंस टीचर भी सिखाएगी कि बुक्स को कैसे जमाना है. तो आपका भी फर्ज है कि आपको भी सिखाना पड़ेगा घर पे. राइट? सॉक्स कहाँ खोलने हैं, जूते कहाँ खोलने हैं, एवरीथिंग शुड बी सिस्टमैटिक. यू अंडरस्टैंड पेरेंट्स? प्लीज, इवन दैट इज स्कूलिंग. इसको भी एक स्कूल का पार्ट माना गया है. आप मानते हैं? इन सब चीज़ों को भी स्कूल का एक पार्ट माना गया है कि सब कुछ हमें सीखना पड़ेगा. राइट? सिर्फ पढ़ाई पूरा दिन बस पढ़ते रहो, एग्जाम, मार्क्स, रिजल्ट, ये माहौल आपको यहाँ नहीं मिलेगा. मैं पहले बता रही हूँ, पढ़ो ज़रूरी है, पढ़ना ज़रूरी है, लिखना ज़रूरी है. यू हैव टू हैव मार्क्स, दैट ऑल्सो इज इम्पॉर्टेंट. बट डोंट कंपेयर. 2 मार्क्स कम आ गए, 4 मार्क्स ज़्यादा थे. डोंट कंपेयर एट ऑल. लेट द चाइल्ड ग्रो एट इट्स ओन पेस. एंड लास्टली, स्माइल करो और स्माइल करना सिखाओ. अगर हमारे स्कूल में कोई टीचर स्माइल नहीं करते हैं, मैं आपको हमारी इंटरनल बात बताऊँ. आप पूछिएगा मुझसे. आई आस्क देम, व्हाई आर यू नॉट स्माइलिंग? Why are you tensed? आज मन नहीं है पढ़ाने का, कोई बात नहीं, मत पढ़ाओ. आप समझ रहे हैं सर? अगर टीचर है, इंसान है, उसका भी मन होता है. मन नहीं है पढ़ाने का, स्कूल आ जाओ, छुट्टी मत लो, दूसरा कोई काम कर लो, बट आज आपकी क्लास की छुट्टी. आप समझ रहे हैं क्यों बोल रही हूँ मैं? कैन यू कनेक्ट विथ मी? इट्स ओके. 365 days and 240 working days. 240 वर्किंग डेज में से भी अगर टीचर 2 दिन अगर उसका मन नहीं है पढ़ाने का, आप समझ रहे हैं? Are you there with us? Any questions? You want to ask me something? I can answer you back. कुछ पूछना है हमको? ये जर्नी है 12-15 साल की. ऐसा नहीं है 2-3 साल की जर्नी है ये. बस 12 से 15 साल तक लंबी चलने वाली है जर्नी. आज तो पहला दिन है उस 15 साल की जर्नी का. आज पहला दिन है. राइट? सो यू वांट टू आस्क, ओके, नॉट टुडे, एनी डे यू वांट टू आस्क मी. आई एम अवेलेबल ऑन द टेक्स्ट मैसेज. थ्रू आउट द डे आई एम अवेलेबल. मेरे लिए कोई टाइम कंस्ट्रेंट नहीं है कि 5 और 6 के बीच में प्रिंसिपल को आप मैसेज करोगे. नहीं, आपको जब दिमाग में कुछ आएगा प्रिंसिपल को आप मैसेज कर सकते हो. बट टीचर के लिए टाइम है. यू अंडरस्टैंड? टीचर्स 5 और 6 के बीच में आप मैसेज कीजिए, वो उठाएंगे फोन, वो आपका आंसर करेंगे. नो प्रॉब्लम. वी आर लीडर्स, वी आर ट्रेन्ड लाइक दिस. You understand? We are leaders, we are trained like this. और हम नहीं करेंगे ऐसा तो फिर और कौन करेगा? You understand? Please be very frank. कोई भी तकलीफ है आप बताएं. कोई भी छोटी से छोटी तकलीफ है आपको बोलना पड़ेगा. हम उसका सलूशन और समाधान करेंगे. You know the Vidyashram family, right? Very well. Most of you know. We are there since a long time. But if I'm here, now it's a future. And the future is always bright for everybody. Thank you so much. Please clap for yourself. Thank you for being here till the end. Thank you. Very few, but thank you so much. And there are books that are being kept up. The uniform, the vendors are up. You can go up, buy the books and the uniform. 7th, we are beginning the program. The school begins. 6th is the Founders Day of Vidyashram Group of Schools. 6 तारीख अप्रैल की 6 तारीख को आज से 25 साल पहले पाउटा स्कूल की नींव रखी गई थी, राइट? तो 6 तारीख को हमने स्कूल नहीं खोला है क्योंकि हम कुछ बच्चों को यहाँ से वहाँ पे EIS कारवेट स्कूल में ले जाएंगे परफॉर्मेंस के लिए, राइट? दैट्स व्हाई वी आर ओपनिंग ऑन द 7th. ओके, थैंक यू सो मच. हैव अ गुड डे.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your inspirational words, and I would like to thank all the parents as well for giving the precious time and attending the today's session. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So you can go and buy books upstairs on the first floor, and you can go and also purchase the uniform of your child.